All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining us. This is the 8:45 a.m. docket on August 11th, 2022, for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Again, thank you for joining us. We are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open court's provision of the Constitution. Also on the call with us this morning is Prosecutor Dixon and two clerks from the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. They will be assisting us this morning. I will call the docket in a few minutes, and at that point, I will ask you to take yourself off of mute to let me know that you're present. Otherwise, remain on mute while I go over some preliminary instructions. Thank you. First and foremost, this is an initial appearance docket. This is not a trial docket this morning. This is an initial appearance, which means when I call your name, I will be asking you how you plead on your case or cases. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you are choosing not to contest the charges. You are not admitting guilt. You're just choosing not to contest the charges, okay? That would be a plea of no contest. If you do want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty. All right, at that point in time, you will have an opportunity to visit with the prosecutor to discuss your case, and thereafter we will set your case for trial. Again, this morning is not a trial docket, so your trial will be scheduled for a later date and time. If you do want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty, and you do have a constitutional right to a jury trial. You can waive a jury trial and instead have a trial by judge, okay? Now, if you want to resolve your case or cases today and you're here for moving violations, there are some options available to you. The first of which is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that in the last 12 months, you are eligible one time per year by Texas state law. You must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. You would have 90 days to complete the course, and upon course completion, you return your certificate and your driving record to the court, and the case is closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your driving record. The cost of the court cost must be paid first, and then you pay for the cost of the course separately for the course of your choosing. All right. If you are under the age of 25, you must take the driver safety course. And if you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course option. Another option that might be available to you is deferred disposition, sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a special expense fee that must be paid, and that again will vary depending on the case charged against you. You might be placed on a probationary period that will require you to complete some additional requirements. Those may include maintaining insurance, obtaining a driver's license, completing a course, completing community service hours, etc. That will vary again depending on the case charged against you. However, if you are successful in complying with the terms, the case will be closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your driving record. If you are here for perhaps an equipment violation, expired registration, a tail light that was out, etc., and you were able to get those items corrected and you have proof that those items were corrected, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal anywhere from $10 to $20. Okay. If you need a payment plan, if you're requesting community service hours, if you need an extension of time, anything specific to your case, I'll be happy to address those issues with you here momentarily. I am going to go ahead and call the docket now. So when your name is called, if you'll take yourself off of mute and let me know that you're present. Thank you for your patience as we went over those preliminary instructions. Yvette Agüero. Yvette Agüero. Roman Aguilar. Roman Aguilar. Eugenio Aguilar.
Present.
Thank you. Carla Alonso.
Present.
Thank you. Sabrina Sualda.
Present.
Thank you. Lauren Benavides.
Present.
Thank you. Ramat Bowie. Or Bowie. Ramont Bowie. John Brannon. John Brannon. Daniel Brown. Daniel Brown. Arthur Casso or Casso. Arthur Casso. Stanley Doherty. Stanley Doherty. Okay, I see you, sir. Thank you. Karen Dressel.
Present.
Thank you. Let's see. Pedro Garcia. Pedro Garcia.
Present.
Thank you.
This one.
Serena Garza. Serena Garza. Ana Gonzalez Lopez.
Present.
Thank you. Stephen McKenna.
Present.
Good morning. Thank you. Betsy Medina.
Present.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Kathy Perales. Kathy Perales. Terry Ray. Terry Ray. Abigail Reed. Abigail Reed. Gregory Santiesteban. Gregory Santiesteban. Matthew Tienda. Matthew Tienda.
Present. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Crystal Trevino. I see you there. Thank you.
present.
Thank you. And Alan Uribe. I see you there, Alan. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Is there anyone that I missed? Nokia. Who's the Nokia phone? Who is that?
Ramont Bowie.
Thank you, sir.
I had a little trouble this morning getting in.
That's okay. You're here now. That's good. I'll check
Thank
you
you.
in.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Anyone else that I missed? All right, very good. One thing I did forget to mention, if you have multiple violations, I may be sending you to a breakout room with the prosecutor to discuss those cases in hopes of reaching a plea bargain. If you do visit with the prosecutor, you will be sent into a breakout room, which is separate from the main courtroom here. If that's the case, you'll receive a notification that pops up on your computer screen. Just click on that and you'll be sent over to that room with him, okay? Great, thank you.
Okay.
All right, first and foremost, I have, let's see, Eugenio Aguilar. Eugenio Aguilar.
Ma'am.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have a charge here for solicitation, no permit issued. How do you plead on that case?
Not guilty.
All right. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
Judge.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you visit with the prosecutor, Mr. Dixon, and then after that, we'll move forward with scheduling you for a trial date, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Just hang on. You'll be sent into a breakout room with him, okay?
No, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next is, let's see, Carla Alonso.
Yes, here.
Let's see. Looks like you have a charge for operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay, and it looks like you did send in your paperwork. Is that right?
Yes, the officer told me to take care of it in the next 7 days, so I took care of the following 2 days and
Okay.
sent information via mail.
All right, let me check that right now. All right, very good. All right, so it does qualify for the compliance dismissal. You just need to submit the $20 fee, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you have until next Friday. That is the 26th, I believe. Is that correct? No, the 18th. Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is there an additional $20 because I did send the $20 check.
If you already sent it, that's fine. We just haven't,
Okay.
I don't know that we've received it yet.
Okay.
Myra or Valerie, have we received that yet?
I don't believe so. I don't see
Okay.
anything attached.
It was sent on the 8th, so probably you should be
Oh.
getting it.
Oh, we'll get it soon. Okay, if we don't get it, we'll be in touch with you to let
Okay.
you know that wasn't received. But otherwise, if that's it, it was just a $20 compliance fee and that will be closed out, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. You're free to go. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, next is Sabrina Ansualda. You're on mute. If you could unmute for me, please.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for speeding 39 in a 25 mile per hour zone. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay. And are you over the age of 25?
I am.
Okay. And how did you want to take care of this speeding ticket?
I'm not too sure. This was my first speeding ticket. It was back in 2017, so I was a new driver at the time.
Okay.
And my license right now is expired. So I got Leon Valley and almost confused. So I took care of a Leon Valley ticket that I had for expired registration. So I thought that was it until I went to go renew my license. They said that I had a ticket with Almos and that I couldn't renew my license until I took care of that.
Okay. So yeah, you do have the pending case and it did go into warrant status and collection. So it went, it's a little more expensive now. Just to pay the ticket is $383.50. Okay, that's the total fines and fees that are owed because like I said, it went into collections and warrant status. You could just pay that. That closes out the case. It does appear as a conviction on your record. Otherwise, we can place you on a deferral. If you'd like to keep it off your record, we would not lift the hold until you paid the fee in full though. And the fee would be $403.50 for that.
Okay. And is there any payment plan or any is there any way we can deduct the ticket or it has to stay at that amount?
Well, it did go into warrant status. Why did you not appear back in 2017 when this was issued?
So I was a new driver. I thought that me appearing at one court was taking care of all of them. I wasn't 100% sure that it would I didn't know there was different counties at the time.
Okay.
So again, I never looked at my status on tickets. I thought that whatever, like when I went to Leon Valley, I thought, okay, this is it. There was no more. So I was just dumbfounded. I was a first time driver at the time.
Okay, let's see here. I'll reduce it a little bit for you. If you do want to keep it off your record though, it would still be $353.50.
Okay, but if it
you could pay that, you could pay that over 3 months if you'd like.
I would like that.
Okay. So $353.50, and then 90 days deferral. When can you pay a $40 initial payment on that to get you started?
I can pay that today.
Okay. If you want to, since we're tied up in court most of today, if you want to contact the court tomorrow or stop by in person, you can make that payment and then we'll get started on that deferral, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'll make that due by next Friday, which is the 19th. But if you want to go tomorrow, that's fine as well, okay? Sooner you get it done, the sooner you get started, okay?
Okay.
So you'll have 90 days to pay, make monthly payments. Don't get any tickets during that time. We'll close it out after the 90 days. Once you're paid in full, we'll lift the hold on your driver's license.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, any questions?
No, that'll be it.
All right, if you do have any questions, just contact the court, but make sure you do make that initial payment to get you started.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. You're free to go.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, next is Lauren Benavides.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Good. Let's see here. You have 2 charges. You have a charge for ran stop sign. How do you plead?
Guilty.
You have another one for no driver's license. How do you plead?
For that one, I would say no contest.
Are you over the age of 25?
No.
How old are you?
23.
23. What's the status of the driver's license?
It's valid. I have it right here.
You have one now?
I've always had one, but during the time that it happened, I didn't have it on me.
Okay, so you had driver's license at the time of the violation. You just didn't present it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you sent us a copy of that yet?
No.
All right,
When I got pulled over or whatever, she asked me for it and she asked me if I had a picture, and she took that picture, like the one that was on my phone, and then she asked me for the number of my driver's license, and I had gave it to her. But she
Mhm.
was being kind of rude, and she was like, she was gonna let me go, like just with the stop sign. But
Okay.
I don't know. She was just, I don't know. And she was like, I'm just gonna charge you for the no driver's license. So that's what she did.
Okay, but you're telling me today that you do have a driver's license. You had it at the time of the ticket. You just didn't have it with you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll need a copy of that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you'll need to email a scanned copy or take a photo of it and email it to the court, okay? At Almos Park, what is it? almosparkcourt@gmail.com.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so almosparkcourt@gmail.com. Send that in as soon as you can so we can take a look at it, okay?
Okay.
All right, now on the stop sign ticket, how did you want to take care of that?
I'm guilty. Pay it.
You just want to pay it, it'll go on your record.
Can I do a course for that, or no?
You
I'm
can
not.
take the class if you haven't taken it in the last 12 months. Have you taken it at all?
No.
And do you have insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you can take the course, you are eligible. It's $144 for court fees, okay? Can you pay that by next Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that will be due by the 19th. And then don't take the class until you've paid the court fees, okay?
Okay.
All right, you'll get some further instructions on when the due date is and what you need to turn in to comply with the requirements of the course, okay? You do have to choose the course on your own, so you can take that in person or online.
Okay.
All right, so $144 for court fees at 90 days to complete the course, and then you turn in your certificate and your driving record.
Okay.
Okay, when you do go in to make your payment for the 144, you do need to take a copy of your driver's license and your insurance, okay?
Okay.
All right, and I'm just resetting your other case 30 days so we can make sure we get your driver's license submitted, okay?
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right, just make sure you contact the court, stop by next Friday to make that payment and turn in your documents, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Eugenio Aguilar, I'm going to reset that till November 10th to pull the police report, Judge, and possible video.
Okay. Reset November 10th, you said?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Aguilar, any objection to that?
No, ma'am.
All right, very good. So we'll see you back on the 10th so the prosecutor can review that evidence and then he'll discuss that with you at that point in time, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate your time.
Very good. We'll see you back then and you have a good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Have a blessed one.
Thank you. Same
Bye-bye.
to you. Bye-bye. Okay, next is Ramont Bowie. All right, Mr. Bowie, if you could unmute for me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. How are you today?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Good, thanks. Let's see here. You have a speeding charge, 39 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead on that one?
Guilty.
All right. And how'd you want to take care of it?
It's what can I ask what year that was? Because it's
Sure.
been a while.
Looking at this, it looks like January 4th of 2009.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
A little bit old, huh?
Yeah, just about. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. Well, let's see here. Did you submit some paperwork? Is that?
Ma'am,
Did we receive a letter on your behalf? Is that okay?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Are you requesting, how did you want to take care of this case, sir? Did you want to pay it out? Did you want to try to keep it off your record? Are you requesting time served?
Man, I was actually wanted to request time served.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Let's see here.
Yes, ma'am.
Understand that if you do, let's see, if you do take, if I do grant a request for time served, it would be closed out as a conviction, okay? Just, it will be reported on your driving record, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get my driver's license back, so yeah, I really would appreciate it.
All right, so again, it will be reported on your record, okay?
Okay, but it won't, let me just ask the question. It won't hinder me from, getting my driver's license, right?
Well, it will be reported to DPS that you received a ticket with us and that we close it out with time served, and it will be a conviction. So that they may assess points on your driver's license, which in turn may require you to pay some sort of reinstatement fee or some other fees, but that all depends on DPS, okay?
Okay,
All right, so for our purposes, all we're doing is closing it out with time served instead of
Okay.
payment of fees, all right? So with the time that you served, we're closing out the case. We will then report it as closed to DPS, but it is reported as a conviction, okay?
okay, okay. Yeah, I think that'll be okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
again, it's up to them whether they require payment of fees or on some other reinstatement to get your driver's
okay,
license back, okay?
okay. Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
I don't know what those requirements will be. It just varies from driver's license to driver's license, so I don't know how they'll handle your case, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am. If it wouldn't, I just have one more question. If it wasn't going to be on my record, I would have to pay a fee, right?
Correct, you'd have to pay some sort of deferral fee and it would be over $400.
Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah.
Well, at
I'll
least,
take it.
all right, well, in this case, it would be $377.50 to keep it off.
Okay. I'll take it as it is, and if I have anything with the DPS, I'll just have to take care of the fees there.
Okay, so you want
I'm-
to enter a plea of guilty, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, you're waiving your right to a trial on this, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you're requesting the court grant time served, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and grant your request for time served. We'll close out the case as a
Yes,
conviction.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, any other questions, Mr. Bowie?
No, ma'am. Not at all.
All right, well, then you're free to go. Best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you very much, ma'am, and you have a great day.
All right, you do the same. Take care now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, next is Stanley Daugherty. You're on mute, sir. Mr. Daugherty, you're on mute. I can't hear you right now. Nope, still on mute, sir.
How's that?
There we go. I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right, very good. So let's see here. We saw you in June, is that right?
Correct.
Let's see. On the stop sign violation, is that correct?
No, the stop sign violation was already taken care of.
All right, so you're here today then on the drove wrong way in designated lane charge?
That's what they say. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. All right. You have not entered a plea on that one yet, is that correct?
Correct. I did talk to Prosecutor Dixon about it, and
You were going to talk to him again today?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right, very good. So I'm going to send you into a breakout room with him right now, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. Okay, next is Karen Dressel.
Yeah, yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. And you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see here. You have a charge for speeding 37 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead on that case?
I'm pleading not guilty.
Okay. Trial by judge or trial by jury?
Judge.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor here shortly, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Sure, no problem. Just hang on a few minutes. He'll be with you after he's finished with Mr. Doherty's case, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Do the same. Just hang on, please. Thank you. Pedro Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Mr. Garcia. How are you today?
Good, miss. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see. You have a speeding charge, 35 and a 25. How do you plead?
Not guilty. I'm trying to fix it because I'm trying to get my license and I don't want it to show as like like points on my license.
Okay, so not guilty. You want to contest it? You want a trial on it?
I guess because I was hearing you say it, like, is there a way that I could work something out so it doesn't come out? Like I'm willing to pay whatever it
okay.
is. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Okay, so you can, if you enter a plea of not guilty, then we set your case for trial and we have a trial later down the road. If you want to enter a plea of guilty or no contest, then we could try to resolve it today.
So how was the way, like, defer so it doesn't come out on my license?
Right, you could enter a plea of no contest. You're not admitting guilt, you're just choosing not to contest it.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so no contest on the speeding charge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and what about the charge for driving while license suspended? How do you plead on that one?
Yeah, no contest, I guess, too.
So what's the status of the driver's license right now? It's still suspended?
Yes, man, it's just tickets. I was just waiting for already like a year to try to talk to y'all
Okay,
so I could work things out. All my other tickets are taken care of. It's just y'all and Elmendorf, but Elmendorf is like the hardest people to work with. They just want money.
okay,
They don't work with you about defer or anything like that. But yeah, that's right now. Currently, it's just it's still suspended. I've been talking to the DMV and stuff in Austin. All I need to do is just pay y'all off and Elmendorf, and I'll be good after that.
okay. So if you pay these tickets and work something out with Elmendorf, then at some point you can get your driver's license reinstated.
Yes, ma'am. That's my goal this year. Yes, ma'am.
If that's the case, I can place you on a deferral for the driving while license suspended charge.
Mm.
It would be $467.20. It would be
467.
yes, 467. It would be 6 months that you'd be on the deferral. So you'd have the 6 months to pay it off. However, the sooner you pay that off, the
The
sooner we
better.
can lift the hold, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we would need a $40 initial payment on that one. When can you make that by next Friday?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If not, I'll probably go sooner because
Okay,
I work in the area. I do the inspecting of the sewers and stuff, but we're in around that area.
okay.
So I'll be around that area, and my lunch break, I'll just walk in if I go sooner before next Friday.
Okay, so then the other charge, the speeding charge, you have that one pending too. We can put you on a deferral on that one. It's 364 on that one.
Yes, ma'am.
The deferral fee would be 384. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
okay, so 384 on that one.
Just like I'm looking at like $1,000 more or less total.
Close to it. I mean, you're looking at, yeah, probably closer to 9, probably.
Okay, that's fine, miss. I'll just make a payment plan, yeah, because
Right,
right
so
now está rough ahorita.
okay. So again, $40 by next Friday, so a total of 80, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then if you could just make payments every month on these for the next 6 months, we can close it out. But the sooner you make the payments and we can close it out and report it that it's closed, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. More likely, I'll probably pay it off sooner, but it's good that I have like a little
Right.
window to pay
Right.
it.
You have some time to make those payments. Just make sure you make the $80 total payment by next Friday so we can get you started.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So once I go there, like they'll have all that information in there already, right?
Correct. The only other requirement is that you get your driver's license by the end of the 6 months, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna try it, miss. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
It's kind of hard
That
because
way we can keep
Elmendorf.
both off your record, okay?
Yes, ma'am. So what happens if I don't get the license for some issue?
And you'll come back and see me and explain what happened, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but this way we're trying to keep it off your record and trying to hopefully help you get that reinstated, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. Elmendorf's the man. It's hard. It's hard to work with that judge there.
All
He's
right, well,
just
keep trying, okay?
yes, ma'am.
All right, so any questions on this?
No, ma'am. I'll be there if not next Friday for sure, but probably sooner.
All right, very good. So they'll have your paperwork for you there and you can sign that and they'll get you started, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir, and just make sure you stop by the court next week.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take care.
Bye. Yeah, likewise.
Thank you. Let's see, next is Ana Gonzalez Lopez.
Yes, ma'am. Here I am.
Morning, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Let's see here. You have 2 charges. You have one for fail to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
If I'm not wrong,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think it's
That's okay. So if you had insurance, let me explain. If you had insurance at the time you were stopped, and on the date and time you were stopped, then you will qualify for a dismissal. But the insurance had to be valid at the time and the date of the stop.
Okay.
If you obtain the insurance after, okay, you do not qualify for the dismissal. You would qualify for a deferral, but you do not qualify for the dismissal if the insurance was obtained after the ticket.
Okay, I got it after the ticket.
Okay, so you can enter a plea of whatever plea you want to enter, you can enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. But if you're telling me did you have insurance at the time?
No,
Okay,
at the time I didn't.
okay, so you can enter a plea of guilty or no contest.
It was expired, so guilty, I think.
Okay, so it was expired at the time. Okay. All right, and then you have another charge for no driver's license. How do you plead on that one?
I think not contender. I mean, I had my driver license, but it's Mexican, and then now I have the international one.
Okay.
So if you can
all right,
watch it.
Can you send us a copy of that, or have you already?
No, I just leave the computer because someone need to use it. But as soon as I can, I send it to you.
Right, you can send that to us and we'll take a look at that. And we do have a copy of your insurance already, right?
Yes, the
All
new
right.
one.
Okay, so we can place you on a deferral for the insurance violation, okay? So it would be $325, okay?
Okay.
6 months that you have to maintain insurance, okay?
Yeah.
At the end of the 6 months, we need a letter from your insurance company detailing the dates of coverage. So telling us what dates you were covered for the 6 months, okay? All right, so no lapses during the 6 months and a letter from them telling us you were covered, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then send us a copy of the driver's license and we'll decide what to do with that case as well, okay?
Can I send it to you like right now or maybe
Yes,
5 minutes?
you can send it to us. We'll take a look at it and let you know by phone or email what we're going to do on that case, okay? You're telling me you have an international driver's license now, correct? All right, we'll take a look at that.
Just a question about the payment. Can I do it? I have to do it like right now too?
So you have to make an initial payment of $40. Can you make that by next Friday?
Yes.
Okay, so just contact the court or stop by next Friday to make that payment, okay? All right, and that gets you started. Then you'll be making monthly payments during that time. You do have to maintain that insurance and keep making those monthly payments, okay?
Perfect, yes.
All right, if the driver's license is valid and checks out, I will place you on a deferral for that one without a fee.
Okay.
For 90 days. That just means you have to make sure you don't get any tickets for the next 90 days, okay?
Okay.
So that's going to be on the driver's license. Again, if I can confirm it's valid, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's an issue with it, we'll have to have you come back to court on that particular case, okay?
Okay, I agree.
All right, very good. Any questions?
No, for now. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So make sure you contact the court or stop by next Friday to make that payment.
I will.
All right, very good. All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Doherty, I'm gonna dismiss that as a warning. I don't know if he misunderstood it. That's why I don't see him. But he got 2 tickets 3 days apart. He already paid the fine on the other one, and I guess they were on separate dockets. I'm just gonna essentially consider that as a plea agreement and dismiss it, Judge, and circumstances. So I'm gonna make that a warning.
Okay, Mr. Doherty, you're back. Okay, again, unmute.
Yeah, sorry about that.
There we go. Okay. The prosecutor has informed me that he's going to move for a dismissal on that charge. Okay.
I like that. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Very good. The court will accept that and grant the dismissal based upon his motion. So we'll close that case out for you. Okay.
Okay, super. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're free to go. Have a good day.
Okay, you as well.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day. Stay healthy. Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Mr. Dixon, you have Karen Dressel. She's pled not guilty and requested a bench trial.
Thanks, Judge. I'll visit with her.
Thank you. Let's see. Next is Stephen McKenna.
Yes, good morning, Judge.
McKenna, good morning. How are you today?
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. It looks like you're scheduled to see the prosecutor as well. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, I entered a plea last time.
Very good. Yes, I recall. Very good. I will have you speak with him here shortly, and just look for that pop-up to come up on your screen for the breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next is Betsy Medina.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. Let's see here. You have a charge for ran stop sign. How do you plead?
I not guilty. I believe I didn't run the stop sign, but I mean, I can't argue with an officer, so.
All right. So you want to, what plea do you want to enter on that one?
I'll enter guilty.
Okay. Then you have a charge for failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
Yes, that one, I had just forgot to make my payment that day, but I got him on the phone that same day, and I have 6 months insurance now.
Okay. So you want to plead guilty or no contest to that one?
No contest.
Okay. You have failure to display driver's license. How do you plead on that one?
Guilty.
And then driving while license suspended. How do you plead on that one?
Yeah, guilty. I didn't know it was suspended.
Okay. All right. You have multiple violations. Because of that, I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor here in a few minutes. Maybe you can work out a plea bargain since there are multiple tickets. And hopefully we enter into some sort of arrangement and payment plan. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Very good. Just hang on. He does have a couple of people ahead of you. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. All right. Next is Matthew Tienda.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Pretty good. Thank you. How about yourself?
Good. I'm good. Thanks. Let's see here. You have drove on wrong side of road. How do you plead?
Guilty. Yes, ma'am. I did drive on the wrong side of the road. But I did tell the cop because me and my partner we're delivering food for Uber Eats. So I'm not too familiar with the Olmos Park area. To be honest, I didn't even know I was in the area. But it's a roundabout on like McCullum. I was entering into it's called West El Prado Street. I'm sorry, but it's my dog.
That's okay.
There's a roundabout, and I kind of went on I drove on the wrong, like to enter it. I went on the left side instead of the right side because there's a median, like for oncoming traffic and then for like outgoing traffic.
Right.
And then it goes into the roundabout. So I kind of went on the out, like the traffic coming out. So
Okay.
I did drive the wrong way.
Wrong direction. Okay. Okay. And then you have possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead on that?
Guilty also, ma'am, because yes, I did have the grinder on me too. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then disregard official traffic control device. How do you plead on that?
That one, no contest. I'm not too sure. He didn't explain what that one was, to be honest with me. To be honest with you, he didn't explain what that one was.
Okay. Probably had, I can't say for sure, but it may have had something to do with entering the wrong direction and that sort of thing. But I'll let you speak to the prosecutor about all three. Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you, thank you.
All right, just hang on a minute. He does have a couple people ahead of you, okay?
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right.
Thank you, ma'am. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, just hang on. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, next is Crystal Trevino.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. You have a charge for expired operator's license. How do you plead?
That one I plead no contest.
Okay. Operated motor vehicle with one license plate or without a license plate. How do you plead?
The vehicle wasn't mine that I was driving. I was driving a friend home. I was not unaware of the things that were wrong with the vehicle.
Okay, so I just have to explain to you that if you're driving whatever vehicle you're driving, you become responsible for that vehicle once you get behind the wheel. Okay. So whether it's yours or someone else's, if you're driving it and the registration is out, tail light is out, insurance is not valid, you become responsible for that vehicle. Okay.
Okay, then I guess no contest on that one also.
All right. And then you have a charge for defective stop lamps. How do you plead?
No contest.
And then possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. All right. Very good. I know you said it was someone else's car, but did they get those items corrected? The license plate issue and the stop lamps?
The vehicle was impounded, and to my knowledge, she never got the vehicle out of impound, so the vehicle was sold at auction.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor about the circumstances and see if we can reach a plea bargain. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, real fast, because I know I'm going to be speaking with Ms. Trevino. I heard she pled not guilty on drug paraphernalia. What about the other charges?
Ms. Trevino is no contest on the first three.
Thank you, Judge. I have a plea agreement on Ms. Dressel.
All right. Very good.
It's a no contest plea, 30 days deferred disposition, a fine up front of $169 due by the end of next week, Friday, August 19th.
Okay. Ms. Dressel?
Yes,
All right. Are you in agreement with that plea offer from the prosecutor?
yes, I am.
All right. And just to be clear, you'd like to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right. And you're waiving your right to trial, correct?
yes,
All right. Very good. The court will accept the plea offer and the agreement that you reach with the prosecutor. So you'll be placed on a deferral beginning next week when you make your payment. Okay?
yes. Thank
All
you.
right. Very good. You're free to go.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Do the same. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You have Mr. McKenna, who had visited with you last time and was set for a pre-trial today.
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
I'll visit with him. Thank you.
thank you. And next is Alan Uribe.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, another for failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
And then finally, no driver's license. How do you plead on that case?
No contest.
Okay. Let me ask you, what's the status of the driver's license?
I've never had a driver's license.
Okay,
so
how old are you?
I'm 18 currently.
Okay. Haven't had one. You can get one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you trying to work towards that, or
Yes,
is that
ma'am.
something you'd like to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you started any the process for it or anything?
Yes, I'm a little busy between school, work, and applying for FAFSA, like financial aid for school.
Sure.
But I've gotten the resources I need to make the appointment, and I think I have to take a class too. So I have all that. I just need to actually go forth and do all that.
Okay. All right. Well, if you'd like to do that, we can place you on a deferral with there's a fee for that can be paid over time. But one of the conditions would be that you obtain that driver's license by the end of the deferral period so we can close it out. So it does not appear as a conviction when you do get your driver's license, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we can do that on that one. On the insurance ticket, what's the status there?
So the insurance and the registration, the car isn't mine, but I heard you tell the other girl, like, once you go behind the wheel, you assume responsibility. I understand that. I just don't know how to go about that. I do know that the car is, we're in the process of getting the insurance.
Okay, let me ask you if the owner of the car was able to register the vehicle. Is that registration now valid?
No, ma'am. I think they wanted to get the insurance first and then go for the registration.
Okay, I don't have the insurance. Okay. All right, and you cannot get insurance yourself because you don't have a driver's license, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so a couple of things. I mean, first and foremost, we'd like for you to have a driver's license. Okay, so I'm going to place you on a deferral for that one. So that's going to be $204 for that violation. Okay. I'm going to place you on a deferral for 6 months, but I'm going to have you get that driver's license within 5 months. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to get started on that as soon as you can, and then get an appointment with DPS because they are scheduling them pretty far out now. So the sooner you can get one, the better, but it is taking some time to get on their calendar. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So on that one, the $204, we would need an initial payment of $40 by next Friday. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So we have the other two. We have the insurance and the registration. So the insurance violation is the most expensive one. It's $305. You don't have insurance and you don't have the ability to get insurance. So you would be paying the fine of $305, or I can assign community service hours. It's up to you.
How many community service hours?
Let's see here. $24 hours.
24 hours?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the community service.
All right. And you have the registration one as well. That one has not been taken care of either. So if you can pay the fine of $175, or I can assign community service hours for that one as well.
Is it around the same as the other charge? The service
It'll be 10 hours for that one.
10 hours, so a total of 34.
Correct.
I'll go ahead and take the hours for that one as well.
All right. So just to be clear, you will receive convictions for those two violations because those items have not been corrected and will not be corrected within any kind of reasonable time. Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will place you on the deferral for the driver's license. So at least we can try to keep one of these off your record. Okay. But with the requirement that you do obtain that driver's license within the next 5 months. All
yes,
right.
ma'am.
You will have the $204 payment that will be paid over time with an initial payment due $40 due by next Friday. Okay. Is that doable for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So the 34 hours of community service, you'll have 90 days to complete. You can complete that at any nonprofit organization here. Well, do you live in Bexar County, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so any nonprofit organization in Bexar County, okay? So I don't assign a location for you to complete your hours. I just ask you to find a nonprofit of your choosing. It can be, a soup kitchen, a homeless shelter, the food bank, Goodwill, Salvation Army, a church. It's up to you. Okay. There's a location near your home or your school that you can go to, and they'll take volunteers. You can complete your hours there. We will provide you with a timesheet that they will fill out. Okay. So it's up to you to have them fill that out and then complete your hours and have that signed by them. And you turn that in by the 90-day period. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any questions on that one?
The hour sheet, do I go to Olmos Park Municipal to collect that?
We can either email that to you, or you can stop by when you make your $40 payment and pick that sheet up at that time.
Okay, I'll probably stop by when we make the payment.
All right, very good. So they'll be able to provide that paperwork for you along with the due date, and then give you a schedule of your payments for the other violation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any other questions?
There's no addition to wipe all of that off my record. No way at all.
Only if you're able to get the car registered, get insurance, get the driver's license.
Okay, understandable. All
All
right,
right,
well
so
then
we'll at
I'm
least try to
good with what
we'll
I
at
got.
least try to keep one of them off, okay? But
Yes,
for
ma'am.
future reference, you do not want to get multiple insurance tickets because they do assess points and thereafter the fines do increase on those. And your license, if you do obtain your driver's license, it ultimately could get suspended if you have multiple violations and convictions for no insurance. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So once you get licensed, okay, you can try to obtain non-owner's insurance if you do not own a vehicle. Okay. That way,
Yes,
if you're
ma'am.
driving someone else's car, you'll at least have your own insurance. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right. Best of luck to you on this and best of luck to you at school. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Mr. Dixon.
Judge, I have a plea agreement on Mr. McKenna's case.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a no contest plea. 30 days deferred disposition, a fine of $169 that's due by the end of next week, Friday, August 19th.
Okay. Very good. Mr. McKenna.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, it is.
All right. And you'd like to enter a plea of no contest. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're waiving your right to trial, correct?
Yes.
All right. Very good. I'll go ahead and accept the plea offer and we'll move forward with this deferral. Just make sure you make your payment by next Friday and then 30 days thereafter, your case will be closed out.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Very good. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Frank, you have Betsy Medina.
Okay, Judge, how did she plead on the different charges?
She has pled, let's see, guilty on the stop sign, no contest on the insurance, and then on the other two, guilty. It's just an interesting situation with a fail to display and then driving while license suspended. So,
Got you. You didn't display your suspended license.
right.
We want to see it. Okay.
So there we go. All right.
All right, I'll go talk with her.
All right. Thanks. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call the docket while we're waiting.
Okay.
This is the 8:45 docket on August 11th, 2022 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Calling the docket for the second time. Yvette Agüero. Roman Aguilar. John Brannon. Daniel Brown. Arthur Caso. Serena Garza. Kathy Perales. Terry Ray. Abigail Reed. Gregory Santiesteban.
Hello, Your Honor.
Mr. Dixon, you're back?
I have a plea agreement on Miss Medina, Judge. I'll just tell you up front, she has insurance, but no license, but the insurance is in her name, so I think that's good enough for deferred on the insurance ticket, but here we go. On the stop sign, guilty plea, 180 days deferred, $255 fine, payment plan, $50 by the end of next week.
Okay.
No insurance, no contest. 180 days deferred. $325 fine. Payment plan, $50 by the end of next week. Keep insurance, which she said she does have.
Okay.
Failed to display driver's license, guilty plea, 180 days deferred, $204 fine, payment plan, $50 due by the end of next week. And then if she does all that, dismiss the suspended license case. She's trying to get her license. She's got something going on in George West. I didn't make it a condition that she get her license. It sounds like she's really trying, Judge. And so that's what I came up with.
All right, very good. Ms. Medina, any
Yes,
questions?
ma'am.
Are you in agreement with that plea offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you have a deferral period for 3 of those violations, payment plans that will be due at, monthly payments that you have to make, and then initial payments that are due by next Friday.
Okay.
And if the prosecutor has agreed that if you are successful in complying with the terms of all these tickets and you maintain your insurance and make your payments, he'll move for a dismissal on the driving while license suspended violation. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right.
Judge, I forgot to mention, she will need the entire probationary period for payments.
Sure. We'll make sure she's given that. Just make sure you are making your monthly payments, Ms. Medina. We will need those initial payments by next Friday, and then we will place you on that payment plan. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Any questions?
And would I need to send like an email of my insurance or?
Yes, you'll need to send us a copy of that or stop by with a copy of that when you make your payment. Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you getting the driver's license reinstated. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right. You do the same. Thanks again. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Frank, you have Matthew Tienda.
Okay, Judge, how did he plead on those different charges?
Guilty on the first 2. On the third, that was a no contest plea. He was unsure about what that particular violation was.
Okay, all right, I'll speak with him, Judge.
It had
Thank
to
you.
do with the roundabout.
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you.
That roundabout's very pesky. A lot of reasons. Okay.